US and others laying groundwork for Afghan embassy evacuations. Plan being considered in event of Kabul falling to Taliban as US and Turkey negotiate on airport security. US and other Western military planners have begun laying the groundwork for the emergency evacuation of embassies in Afghanistan. In the event of Kabul being threatened by the Taliban accelerating campaign, some countries have already begun to withdraw staff, and the US and Turkey are negotiating a security plan for the airport in the capital that would be essential for any evacuation. The development follows a US intelligence assessment that Kabul could be overrun in 30 to 90 days, and a warning for US citizens to leave the country immediately in whatever way they can. Germany on Thursday also told its citizens to leave. A senior US embassy official said in an interview with CBS last month that the embassy had added some additional quick reaction capabilities in the event that something happens. The unraveling security situation in Afghanistan since Joe Biden's announcement of the imminent end of the US military presence is heavily circumscribed by US domestic political consideration because the president has come under fire from some public opponent for his handling of the withdrawal after 20 years. US officials have said there has been no decision or order for an evacuation of American diplomatic personnel, but one official said it was time for serious conversation about whether the US military should begin to move assets into the region to be ready in case the State Department calls for a sudden evacuation. The security of the US diplomatic corps has been talked about for months, even before the Taliban lightning advance, with a key component of the option being whether the US military would have unfettered access to Kabul International Airport, allowing it to fly personnel out of the capital. The US already has warship in the region, including the USS Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier and the USS Iwo Jima with the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit on board. The heavily fortified US embassy is only a few miles from the airport along a road secured by US troops, leading Biden to state on CBS News Face the Nation in July that there is going to be no circumstance where you are going to see people being lifted off the roof of an embassy of the United States from Afghanistan, referring to the evacuation of the US embassy in Saigon in 1975. A key element for countries in deciding whether to keep embassies open and at work level is whether Kabul airports can be secured. Turkey has said it wants to operate and guard it. The Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar said on Thursday that his country was seeking financial, logistical and diplomatic guarantees, citing fears that diplomatic mission would completely withdraw if the airport was closed. For this reason, we continue to share our views that the airport should remain open. In the coming days, this issue will take shape, he said in comments published in a defense ministry statement.